In today's video, I'm going to be talking about roses, in particular, the Katrina rose, aka Peggy Martin. This guy right here, this whole trellis is nothing but Katrina rose, Peggy Martin. And to make it even more spectacular, this whole piece of Peggy Martin, Katrina rose, was all grown from a cutting that was smaller than this. My parents and my grandma used to have tons of roses. I love roses. These right here, these are knockout roses. My daughter and I planted these probably about the middle of 2020. This bush is huge. I've moved it a couple times and it still is hardy and doing well. I've also got these beautiful Martha Gonzalez roses. These roses also came from a very small cutting about this size. Roses are so awesome. They're beautiful when they bloom. They're a nice little fill-in, put a little color in your garden, and they hold up really well during the freeze. I didn't wrap any of these during the snow or the freeze this year. So I'm going to show you how to make a cutting with the Peggy Martin Katrina rose, which may be one of the hardiest roses there is. So one of the first things we'll do is break down the Katrina rose or the Peggy Martin rose. Where did it get its name? When Hurricane Katrina hit New Orleans, the whole area was flooded and mud and salt water washed in to that whole area. Well, as it stayed there for longer and longer, this began to kill some of the plants that were in that area. They're not supposed to get salt water in those amounts like that. So there was one lady, Peggy Martin. She came home to her house after all the water had went down and she was able to get back to her house. There was mud everywhere. Most of the plants and everything were destroyed. Most of the stuff had died. She noticed over her shed in one little spot, there was some green leaf and it was growing. It was from a rose vine. She had been given a cutting of this years before and it was called Seven Sisters Rose. Well, she took the piece of rose, looked it up, tried to find out more information, found out it was not Seven Sisters. So from there, she went to an expert. The expert told her that he couldn't figure out what it was, and he said he was going to call it the Peggy Rose. He asked her for her permission to name it after her, in which now it's named the Peggy Martin Rose. This is an amazingly hardy rose. As I said, during the freeze this year, we got snow, which is rare here. I did not cover these roses. I didn't do anything to them. I just left them on their trellis and let them be. Before spring, they had already started to bloom. They were sprouting and growing new growth. These things are amazing. They also, some people say don't have thorns. They do have a slight amount. Some people say it's on the leaves, but on this piece of cutting here, I do see just a slight amount of thorn to it, but much less than any other rose. They're beautiful. I will put a picture up of when they were blooming right here. It was amazing. I mean, the amount of roses that were on this vine were just, it was out of this world. And like I said, I got it for free from a friend of mine who gave it to me as a cutting. This one here is just a cutting. I'm telling you right now, if you want to multiply the amount of plants you have, take cuttings. It's that simple. All of them are a little bit different. You do different things with some of them. Most of them, you cut it, put it in dirt, don't overwater it, keep an eye on it, and eventually it's going to grow and do well. This is one, like I said, that's doing really well. If you notice, I've got just an ivy growing in here, and you know what? I probably just had a piece that I found or cut and stuck it in there. If you do this, before you know it, you'll have tons of plants and you'll have stuff you can give to people. You'll have plants to put in other places. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you how I'm going to take a cutting from Peggy Martin, aka the Katrina rose, and then put it in some dirt and let it do its thing on its own. Okay, so we're ready to take our cutting. All you're going to need, a pair of scissors and some Peggy Martin. You want to get about 6 to 8 inches of new growth and cut it at an angle. That's all you're going to do. So here we go. We got this. We're going to take a little cutting and boom, done. All right, now we're gonna put it in soil. So in the next part, all you're gonna do is cut off the lower leaves. You wanna trim up there to where there's a nice little stopping point, mainly towards the bottom where you're gonna put it in the soil. I'm gonna put this one in probably about 4 to 5 inches into the soil. That's it, it's done. Brand new one started, and I can grow just as much as I did on that trellis from this one piece. So I hope this helps you to grow more plants and have more fun in your garden. Make sure and click like and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know if there's any videos you want me to make about plants. Appreciate your support. Probably wondering yourself, hey OG, it's 150 degrees, it's summer, why are you wearing a sweatshirt? I'm in Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas. I've got mosquitoes the size of hummingbirds.